Have your attention, please. It's time for the final countdown. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's rock.
All right, welcome back. We're here on a Wednesday today, not a Thursday. We're here on a Wednesday. We got a good topic for you guys today.
We're back this week.
It's a very good topic. And for those of you who want to get in on this topic, down below on your phones, you'll see a little link where you hit that link and we'll bring you in whenever you want to come in and just give your 2 cents or your info on this topic. So tonight's topic is, how long should you be a girlfriend before you start doing wifely duties?
Lord, that's a good one.
We need the men to chime in on this as well, because I
Right.
think this is a
Repeat that question again.
So how long should you be a girlfriend before you start doing wifely duties?
unisex question.
Yes, men, please join in. Don't be
We need
scared.
you guys.
Well, let me start out.
All right.
Oh Lord.
Jesus.
Let me take a sip.
Let me clear my throat.
Let her clear her throat. Let her clear her throat. She finna
I
say
don't think
something.
I ever know how to be a girlfriend.
Really?
Really?
I just go right in with the wifely duties.
Okay.
So
What about you,
so
ladies?
you go immediately.
Well, not immediately.
Okay.
Yeah, let's
'Cause
talk about
you
it.
have to meet some potentials in order for me. My older sister Toya has always say, you can date a guy within for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
What you see is what you get.
True.
So I don't have to be with a person a long time to know how I'm going to handle or treat that person.
Okay.
But from the very beginning, I'm going to come in as a friend, we're going to conversate, we're going to do all the great things.
Mm-hmm.
But all those wifely duties are already installed in me.
Okay.
But everybody is not worthy of those of those duties,
Right.
not unless they meet the perfect potential.
Right.
So I don't think I ever know how to really be a girlfriend.
All right, let's define what a girlfriend is.
Yeah, let's do that. What's a girlfriend?
No. Because sometimes a girl could just be a
I mean,
friend
most
and
people
hang
call-
with a guy.
Yeah, because some
You know?
people call them their homegirls and sisters
Right.
these days.
Right?
That's my sister.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Sometimes you say that when you already have a girlfriend, when you're trying to flirt with another girl, that's your sister.
Or sometimes it's somebody they already don't sleep with.
Oh.
That's my sister. So,
Yeah. That's nasty.
well, no, that's just a
Well, I think-
homeboy, homegirl, they have an understanding. They cross
Mhm.
those lines, but nothing still changed the fact that they're friends. But the topic is, what's the topic?
How long should you be a girlfriend before you start doing wifely duties?
Okay, and I'm just gonna kind of play dumb and ask dumb questions, I think.
All right.
Okay.
What's wifely duties?
Oh, that's true.
Wifely
Look,
duties.
What
We
are
got a
wifely
viewer.
duties?
Look what a viewer
Okay.
says. Why you got to put a time limit on question? Can't just happen when it happens.
Well, wifely duties is
Mhm.
you're not gonna meet a man in 30 days and be at his house washing his clothes,
True.
driving his
Some
kids to
people do.
school.
True.
But what we're saying is they do it,
Mhm.
but is a time frame on when it should be done. I think most women that have wifely potentials will have found themselves doing it. But the question is it a time frame and when you should cross those lines and begin to do those duties without being a wife? So wifely duties is that of a man expecting food to be done at a certain time. Sex gotta be number one. Okay. So sex, food, cleaning of the house, putting them first. Wifely duties.
Okay.
Wifely duties. Supportive.
Yeah. Well, that's not really. That's a girlfriend could be supportive, some, but you got some girls just want to have a man, so they'll do that just to say they got a man.
So if you dated a man for 3 weeks and his washer went out, are you gonna volunteer and say, "Well, I'll bring those clothes to my house and wash and dry them"? Or even if you don't have a wash and dryer, are you gonna volunteer and say, "I'll take your clothes to the laundromat and I'm gonna wash them"? But your clothes don't need to be washed.
Hell no.
You're just volunteering the services because his wash and dry is out. You're volunteering to take his clothes to the laundromat. But if he was your husband,
it'd be a different thing.
Okay.
Well, for me, it depends. It depends on what level we are on.
Okay.
If he set the tone to where I feel like I can go and do extra things for him, if we're calling those extra things wifely duties, it just depends for me. If let's say he got some duties to do as well, but if we're not reciprocating it, then of course, that sets the tone on how this friendship is going to escalate into a relationship. Right. So I don't think that I'm like what they chimed in and said about the time limit. It happens organically. I believe, it just depends on what type of person you are, because you can be a wife and still don't have those wifely duties. Right. So it's just a definition of the person and how, the tone has been set from the beginning to the end. So that's just for me.
How you doing, love? Good evening. So we got my mother on here. She say he gonna pay me.
I'm gonna take a sip of that.
Okay, but see, you gotta know what payment, because some women think of sex as a payment.
And see, I ain't gonna say too much because y'all done already put me in Facebook jail and got my page taken out. I ain't never been in Facebook jail to fool around with these counterparts right here. So I'm waiting for my page to come back up. Woo! And I'm just gonna be good and mindful as to what I say.
Me too. I'm the reason her page.
But I'm gonna say what I want. They can take the whole Facebook account. I don't even care. I'm not even a good Facebook user.
Smoke says, why do you have to put a time limit on it? Can it just happen when it happens? That's typically what happens. It happens when it happens. There is no time limit on it. And may the best man win. So if those potentials are coming in strong enough for a woman to do those things without a time limit, it can happen in 3 days.
Right.
If you're doing the right thing.
So again, I think it's just about the tone of where the relationship is going and the goals that you have set amongst each other, the expectations, what we're doing in this relationship, and as far as defining what the relationship is. But I know that some people are just homemakers or do wifely things, just naturally. Just like a guy, we have expectations for them to do husband duties. So I think it goes hand in hand. But we need to define where we are in the relationship, right, as far as how much we're both willing to give and what boundaries we're willing to cross or go into and venture into as far as the duties, quote unquote.
Exactly.
Because nobody at this point, as a girlfriend, I'm not obligated to do anything.
True.
So what if, as a girlfriend, you meet this guy, you guys kind of been kicking it for 3-4 months, everything's been going smooth. He's met all the qualifications. He's Mr. Old Charm my panties off, basically. And all of a sudden he comes to you one day with a conversation and say, you know what, baby? I was thinking, maybe we should open up this business together. You're kind of business-minded woman and I'm a business-minded guy. And I'm just thinking, maybe but you guys are friends now. You're friends, you're kicking it. And this is a conversation.
Now we kicking or are we in relationship?
Well, some people call things complicated. You could be doing both.
But if we
Mhm.
complicated, we ain't doing no business like that.
I'm trying to tell you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying,
Mhm.
unless the paperwork is tight.
That part right there.
Now we can talk about it and be about it.
That part right there. Paperwork. That
Smoke
black and
says-
white.
Now, when you say paperwork, you talking about the green paperwork or the black?
No,
and
I'm
white?
talking about the black and white.
The black and white paperwork.
So when you
Oh.
get to acting up, I can go to that judge and get that green paper.
Yeah. So Smoke says, should the guy put in more work towards a relationship than a woman? Because let's be real, some women expect that. I think that for me, Smoke, it goes hand in hand. I mean, because when I come in and if we're saying we're both wanting the same type of relationship, then I'm going to give just as much as he's going to give.
Mhm.
So again, I think it's a case by case and the individuals. So both I think should work just as hard for the end all be all for me.
Mhm.
What do you got to think, Shay?
Guys, put more. I'm agree with Nikki. It's 50-50. I mean, you go into a relationship, you can't always just look for a woman to do everything. You can always look for a man to do everything. You got to be hand in hand. It ain't gonna work if you're not hand in hand.
I don't believe in 50.
You know.
I believe in 100.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if I'm giving you 50% and you doing 50%,
That's
we're
true.
not giving it our all.
That's true. That's
so
true.
It
true.
has to be 100. We got to be 100 with each other.
But you know what I
Absolutely.
say? My key thing I always say, and even in relationships and marriages and friendships, people only do to you what you allow them to. So if you allow a person to put you in a compromised position and you don't say nothing, you're allowing it. You're allowing it.
What is that? Mainly winters?
Mainly winters. Let's see.
It says if the emotions are there, the relationship is not going to be hard to work on. I get that. Yes, you're right.
That's true.
And then when it's one-sided, there's no compatibility there.
That's true.
And that's true. Everybody, first of all, you know, when I was dating, I would always say, hey, you may find out that you really don't like me like that. So let's get to know each other. Because first and foremost, guys look at the exterior, you know, and they automatically say, I want to be with this person.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they like the way you look, you're fine, or whatever the case may be, their attraction.
Right.
However, you may find out you don't like my personality. You may find out that there are some things about me that you just won't bend on. So what are your deal breakers? I think knowing and going into relationships like that on your deal breakers, that sets the tone as well. So, I mean, we can be emotionally attached, attracted, or whatever you want to be. However, if, you know, as time goes on, you find that, hey, I don't like him like that, or he don't like me like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, of course, you just don't go head in talking about, okay, I'm gonna go take this man clothes to the washer.
Mm-hmm.
I like what Nico said. Nico said everything should be replicated.
Reciprocate.
Reciprocate. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's
so
right.
with that expectation, allow it to flow organically. Don't be a fool. Agree.
Mm-hmm.
I think that could be unisex. You know,
Yeah.
guys, if you're going all in and your main objective or your main deal of what are you trying to attract a woman with your money, your flashy clothes, or your cars and all of those
I like
things,
that.
you know, that may run out. So what's going to happen next?
That's
You
true.
know, find out if this woman really likes you like that. You know, that if she's gonna be with you when you're up, as well as being with you when you're down.
Mhm.
I think that's the definition of, you know, finding a wife and a husband.
Now I got a question. I got a DM that was sent to me, and I'm gonna throw this out there.
Okay.
So I had someone ask me, they're dating this man.
Okay.
This man's significant, the wife before they got into a relationship passed away,
Mhm.
and they're in a home together.
Mm-hmm.
Should she be allowed to change the home that they're sharing together that the past wife has lived in that passed away?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
Well,
no.
no.
What you mean, no?
Well, let me just say this.
Come on, let's speak.
I'm with the no too.
Well, no, let me just say this. It won't be an issue if that man is already grieved
Mm-hmm.
He's moved on past the grief, and he's okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
If it's an issue with him not being okay with it,
Mm-hmm.
because he has not completely grieved, then he should not allow that woman to be in that space of his widow where he won't allow this person to come in and make the changes. You shouldn't have, in other words, some people, when they lose a significant other, they begin to remove things, pictures, things that remind them of them, clothing. They begin to remove those things so they don't have those memories, or everybody grieves differently. We talked about that last week. They grieve differently. But if you know that you're not over this person and you have not grieved completely, I may come in and move an object that deceased person had, and you flip out on that. So she should be able to, but if there's not a conversation held with that person in reference to the belongings of that person that has passed on, and there's no understanding, because you don't want a person flipping out on you because you touched something and it's been this particular way, because the person that's deceased had it like that for 20 years. So if she should be allowed to, I guess, let me rephrase it from no. But that's a conversation between her and that guy to say, look, I see that there's a lot of things in this house that still remains the same. Is she staying with this man? Okay, so she's staying with this man. Was that conversation had?
Yes.
Okay, is this man okay if she remove things or rearrange things? Is he okay?
He's okay, but the adult child that lives there is not.
Okay, but there's still a problem.
See there?
There's still a
See
problem.
that on this?
So if the adult child, so this is my thing. That man should have began to gradually remove things in reference to his grief. The adult child should be able to have their belongings in their space.
Okay.
But in reference to the house as a whole, that adult child should not have any say so of this new woman that's being there.
They asked me to be out.
You said the man.
Yeah, they should be there.
Is not a child. That child needs to go on and be an adult in their own space.
So
but we granted, we do know that
sometimes
hard times hitting and our adult children have.
I don't think. First of all, I would not be in the house. I would not stay in the house. One, because I'm scared of ghosts. How about that? And being there knocking his brains out and doing him in, and I'm in his ex-wife house. That's the first thing.
No, it's not just his ex-wife house.
I'm in his widow. I'm sorry.
That's their home.
That's their home.
Right.
See, I'm scared of ghosts. Let's go back to that. That's the first thing. The second thing is, if this man has not had a conversation about me coming into this space and making it feel like mine, I am not going to be there.
The road. Oh, wait.
I'm sorry. I'm not going. Let's look at something.
Let me say this. Let me say this. And you are right. I agree with what you said in the beginning as far as having a conversation, because I think as a widower, if you're not ready, male or female, you're not ready to remove certain things and you're bringing a new individual in, then you should not have invited that person to come in and live in that home. So if you're still grieving, you need to continue to do that and not interfere with someone else's emotions and their feelings or anything like that, bringing them into the home. Now, the twofold to that is, as a woman, if you know that person is not ready to move those certain things around or whatever, then you're right. You don't need to move into that home. I mean, that's just my take on it. Because I'm not going to look up and see her face smiling and every corner and nook and cranny, everything that reminds him, of her. No, that's not gonna make it. We can go get a new house. How about that?
So the wife has been dead over 12 years.
Oh no, that's something going on.
She had no business moving in.
She could have moved in.
My thing is, this is my thing on that situation. It should have been upfront Because
Andrea,
sometimes
it's gonna be damn sure gonna be
Well,
new
they
furniture, bedroom
But
set.
we gonna move in
everything.
another house.
Well,
We can
this
move
is-
to another house.
Well, this is the thing.
We can move to another house.
This is the thing. There's
Mhm.
always flags.
Yep.
If a woman has been deceased for 12 years or a man,
Right.
and I am new in this widow's life,
Right.
and I come
Hey,
into
Rayla.
that space,
Hey, right.
if I come into that space and I see the things still remain the same as this person, male or female, is still existing, that's a flag for me.
Yeah.
So I like to decorate too much. I may want to come in there and start moving shit around in me.
Well, I'm gonna
You
move
know,
some
for
shit
me,
around.
I feel
How about
that he
you?
ain't over her.
Well, he's grieving.
Hey,
That's
Randy.
okay.
Am I grieving that long? Let me tell you
No,
something.
no. There's no time on grief. We talked about that.
We did.
Let's not get blocked.
We
again.
did. I ain't gonna get blocked. But look,
I'm
I ain't gonna get blocked. I ain't gonna
in
get blocked.
Facebook jail.
I'm just
So I'm
saying.
going all the way in.
When
I'm going
when
ham.
you start getting into a relationship with somebody else, now you have to respect their feelings too. Now you're bringing them
That's
in a
right.
crossfire. You're bringing
That's
them
right.
into something that you haven't even dealt with on your own. So you bringing them into a compromised
She
space.
should not have moved
that-
in. There was flags there.
Right.
If the house still was the same and it's been 12 years and she has not been allowed to move things
Mhm.
or do things, she need to exit.
Well, it's not from the
It
email I
is-
got. It
even-
wasn't the husband. It's
it-
the child.
Even if it's
Her and
not
the kid is the baby.
First of all, the child is him. That's his child.
That's a grown ass person.
But it's still his.
That's a grown person.
So let me ask you this. What is the man doing about it? Is she able to rearrange some shit?
Every now and then.
Well, it ain't.
And when it's done, it gets thrown away by the
Oh
child.
hell, girl,
You
that's
see what
both
I'm
of them.
saying?
That's
You
both
know what I'm
of them. They in that shit together.
She said she'll start
That's
a new
a cool
relationship.
This is
Right?
why I'm in Facebook jail.
They in cahoots together. There is no way. No.
I'm scared.
But I get what you're saying.
What I'm saying
Because
is,
if
my
she's
husband-
doing that and the dad is not speaking
Let me
on
say
it, I get that.
Me and my husband,
I get that.
we raise our children this way.
Right.
Whatever my wife want, whatever my husband want, that's what goes.
That's it.
My children and our
That's right.
children did not dictate our relationship
That's
of
right.
marriage.
That's right.
If I had allowed my children to dictate my relationship of marriage, I would be where I am. If my husband may have allowed his children
we got a
to
question.
dictate things,
Mhm.
then I mean, no, him,
Yeah,
they ain't
yeah,
together.
that's something crazy. That. So,
So to answer your question, you need to have a long conversation with that man.
mhm.
I don't care if the child is 60 years old. He is allowing half of this shit to go on.
Sure is.
Facts.
And
Them
I
facts.
believe,
Them facts.
I believe y'all need to find
Smoke, why
somewhere
don't you click that link and come on in?
It says, how do y'all?
How about y'all
Wow.
kicking it and one person catches feelings before the other person does, and the other person said, I'm not ready for a serious relationship but wants to remain friends. That should have been established from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because if you're going into this quote unquote friendship, those are conversations. See, that's what's wrong with people today. They're not asking questions, they're not talking, not setting those boundaries, and not being forthcoming in what you're really looking for. You know,
Let me
it's
put it down there
I
for
don't
you.
know.
Hold on.
Those are conversations that adults need to be having. If that one person knows that they're not ready to be in a serious relationship, then they need to say that out the gate. Now, I think that's just childish and foolish from the very beginning for a grown man or a woman to not establish what they're looking for in a
Right.
relationship from
That's
the
true.
start.
Right.
So
Ooh, let me
that's
tell
my
you,
take on
I
it.
know my
Right.
husband hated our first date because I love to talk. And I'm gonna tell you something.
She ain't lying.
I
She ain't
remember
lying.
I'm like that Creflo Dollar had an old
She
sermon,
ain't lying.
and he always say,
We
I'm
all
asking you about
understand
your
that.
credit. I'm asking you to live with your mama. I'm asking you what you're driving, where you stay at. And if you got a problem with the question I'm asking, then you just got a problem because I know where I am, how stable I am, what I have going on, and these questions are very important in order for us to kick it. So we're not gonna sit down on the first date and just sit there and dip no chips. We're gonna have a whole some questions need to be asked.
Right.
Well, I believe, like I just said, at this level, at this age that we're in, you should be able to have those conversations. You should be able to ask
But I
those
think people are
questions.
scared to have those conversations.
Why?
They think, girl, if I ask him all them questions, he may run away.
But-
Or girl, if I ask him all them questions, he
Well-
gonna call me.
Well,
no
let's
more.
just say this. I don't think that the conversation should be an interrogative conversation. I think that those questions should be asked in a way that where you're trying to generalize where a person is and how they're established.
Mhm.
I don't think you just go in and say, well, how much money you make, what your
Right.
credit score is.
Right.
I mean, I would be like, Negro, I almost said the other word, but I say, Negro, let me tell you something. Figure it out.
Well, you know what?
You ain't finna
Even
ask all these
but this is
questions
the
like
thing.
this. And we don't know each other.
But this is the
No.
thing. We're this is the thing. Those questions are important to
Right.
ask so you know
They
what you're
are.
dealing with. When you decide to ask the question, it's on that individual.
Right. Right.
I'm straightforward. I want to know immediately what I'm dealing with.
I said, I'm not saying don't ask the question straightforward as far as in the first conversation. What I'm saying is it's a difference between a conversation and drilling a person. So I think that just like we said earlier, it should happen organically. I mean, if you're asking those questions, you lead with questions and other questions will lead to other questions. And that's an engaged conversation. But if I'm asking you and it just sounds like I'm being a drill sergeant, I don't want to be interrogated, so I would not do that to somebody else.
And so we have the link below. You can click the link, tap it. Come on in. We're gonna let you in. We want to hear from other people.
That's right.
We're here to start the show, but we're not here to finish it. So come on.
Mhm.
Y'all come in. The room is waiting. We're gonna let you in the chat room.
Right. We're gonna let you in. We're gonna let you in. Y'all can keep
And
the house
Will,
with
for the record, saying y'all can keep this house with your dad. With your dad. Well, I'm with you on that, baby. You and the wife and the memories and all of that, the old child, whatever y'all need, y'all can keep it.
Oh,
Come visit me in my spot.
Right.
Hit with
I
that.
like this. Yeah. There we go.
Mhm.
So that's the link right there. Oh, that's too funny. Y'all crazy.
Yeah, they can. But I think that's a whole nother good topic.
Yeah.
But if you're not ready to
Yes.
move on and
But let's go back
do
to
your
smoke
self-reflection.
little topic here. This right here.
What smoke say?
So did we decide whether or not there's a time frame before a girlfriend do wifely duty?
Yeah, y'all drop something in the chat.
I know when
I
I was dating my husband and I
When you was dating your husband?
yeah,
or you-
3 years is all I gave him to say either I'm gonna be your wife or am I still gonna be your girlfriend? So 3 years
You saying your husband?
now.
Oh,
My husband, yeah, 3 years when we started dating. 3 years, that was it. I said that at the door. Let me tell you something. 3 years,
Good. You
3 years, baby. I ain't playing. I was married. That 4th year, I was married. I ain't playing. Just celebrated 10 years. I'm not playing. Hey, Tab. I'm telling you,
Okay,
you do
so
have to
we
put
need to-
guidelines.
wait a minute. I got a question for Smoke.
Go
On this
ahead.
question.
Go ahead.
So, Smoke, are you saying that the individual was not being honest or forthcoming with how they really felt and where they wanted to be in the relationship? If you still with us, Smoke.
Smoke, click the link. Come on in.
Mm-hmm.
Smoke say I ain't got time for y'all today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's good right there. Yeah, 3 years, baby. 3.
Am I freezing on y'all?
You say you gave him 3
Yeah.
years to marry you?
You got 3 years to decide what you want to do.
That's too long.
It's an error. Let me see right here.
Child.
Let me send it to you in a message. How about that?
I don't know. Hell, I was shocked.
Send it to Rayla, Tabitha,
Okay.
and Smoke,
Okay.
and some of the people we have on live right now.
All right.
Nico, you gonna come in with us?
So I'm gonna send it to you.
See, that's why
Mhm.
you got it. Am I froze, ladies?
You are.
You are. I think it's the internet. You're gonna come back. It's the internet. You're gonna be
I can't.
That's
Yeah,
why you
right.
got to stay sipping.
Stay sipping.
Stay sipping.
Stay sipping. If you stay sipping, you won't miss the slipping.
I know somebody wrote earlier that on a guy's stance on when a girlfriend should start showing wifely duties, they say immediately in the relationship. So They said because, you know, when you buy a new car, you want to make sure it works. So I guess they felt like if this is the wife they looking for, they want to make sure she's wife material.
Well,
So,
I had LaTroy.
yeah, that's what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Listen at this comment. Go ahead and read that.
Well, I think Nikki just read it.
Okay, you ready?
Just read it in its entirety.
From LaTroy.
Okay, so he say right from the start, so we would know. Okay, in other words, you should show the wifely duties right from the start, so a man would know if you're a wifey material. You don't go buy a pair of shoes that hurt and hope they loosen up later through the years to become comfortable. That's good. I know that.
Oh, Lord, he said you should know the fit off the rip.
All right. Rayla, let us know if you
So
have any issue.
I put the
with
link up there. Yeah, let us know.
Let us know
The
if you
link
have
is
any
there.
issue with the link.
So the link is there.
I mean, I agree with Troy. I think that, but I again, I'm gonna lean towards it
She
works
said
both
the same.
ways.
Oh, that was it.
Uh, both.
Mhm.
If this is where we're going, and we agree, and we've talked about it, we should be showing the attributes of a wife and a husband if that's where we're going.
Right.
You know, ain't no see if the shoe fit, loosen up or whatever on this end, and you over there
You
got,
want to allow you in?
you know,
That's
not even
weird.
trying to show any of the type of
Let me see
husbandly
something.
Okay.
duties. And no,
Copy,
that's
yeah,
not gonna
copy
work.
it and send it to her and see what happens. You can do Messenger. And it should go to her. We're going to get
Okay,
another way.
Rayla, let me try to send it.
Okay, we're going to send it to you.
Well, no, I'm not logged.
Oh, yes. And they locked me on Facebook. Somebody done pimped on me. Wait till I find out.
Oftentimes people aren't being genuine. And that's what it is, Nico.
Right.
Niggas just ain't real.
See, that's why we're gonna get Facebook locked.
Oh, I'm sorry. They're going to put us in Facebook jail.
Say ninja.
Sorry. I'm
Say
sorry,
ninja.
y'all.
She's sorry.
Ninjas just ain't real.
She's sorry.
Scratch that.
Let me see.
Scratch that.
Hold on. Let me
Scratch
get
it. Ninjas just ain't real.
Let me copy it. I'm going to send it to you.
Lord, I hope I don't get us. If y'all see this page get deleted or this episode,
I don't see all the
it's
comments.
because ninjas just ain't real. Send an invite to come in. Okay. Sorry. But Nico, you're right. That part, they ain't real. They want to be fake. Oh Lord, let's not talk about this, especially those that think if they oh Lord, can I say this on Facebook?
Go ahead.
If you
Especially if
gotta
they think if I can add, especially if they think they just putting it down. If they think they just putting it down, honey, they think that's good enough for everything.
So this is for you, Miss Nick.
wait a minute, wait.
Tabitha
Y'all
says she
read
can't
these
get in.
comments. Because Will said he was with his wife for 8 years, then gave her a shut up ring and brought him 3 more years. Wait a
Okay, Tab,
minute.
let me send you the link.
Will, what the hell is a shut
Okay,
up ring?
Tabitha,
So you
y'all
gave
just
him
bear with us. We
Yeah.
having some technical difficulties.
Yeah, let me
So
get you
let's
this
see.
thing.
I'm finna rap with Will for a minute on this thing.
Will, that is too funny.
Will, you
Will,
with
what
him
did
for
you want
8 years.
We gotta get y'all to come in because you
Lord.
and you
I
gave
ain't
her a
waiting that
ring
long on
and
nobody.
you brought a ring for her to shut up for 3 more years. Where's she at now, Will?
There you go.
Yeah, where is she, Will?
There you go, Tab. Go into your messages. You can get in.
Tabitha, go to your message. What about Rayla?
That's what I'm doing now. So we see.
Will, where is she now?
Hey, Pam.
Hey, Pam.
Is Will still on it?
And
That's
Kim.
what I'm asking, Andrew. What's a shut up ring? I guess
A
what he
shut up
saying,
ring. A shut
he
up ring.
gave her a ring so she could be quiet and thinking what he got engaged with her after 8 years. Hell, he 8 years behind the damn gun.
She
for me.
forgot it. She forgot all about his bull crap.
No, she ain't forgot.
Well, she made him think she forgot.
Now you
Yeah,
ain't gonna
she
shut
forgot.
me up.
Well, where is she now? Are y'all
That's what I
married
wanna
now,
know.
Will? What's going
You
on?
ain't
Tabitha and
shut me
Rayla,
up.
check y'all inbox on
Yes.
Facebook.
So, Miss
Check
Nikki,
your
this
inbox.
question is for you, love. Do you see it?
Wait a minute, I can't see it. Where is it? Go that thing up.
We gonna
there.
open
Now I
her
got
up.
my glasses
Then
on.
we're gonna open her up, y'all. Bam.
I'm saying it started as friends, but one caught feelings, the other didn't. Miss Nikki said be honest from the jump, and the other person was honest, but the feelings was
Wait.
caught. So I'm asking the other person what went what?
Okay,
I'm
I'm
asking-
saying this from the start.
I'm asking the other person, what's wrong, Lord.
I mean, but
we're
what
gonna
I'm
we're gonna let
saying
Tab in.
if you're
We're gonna
You
let
gotta
Nikki
be PG.
finish.
Go ahead, Nick.
Smoke, if what I'm saying is, okay, if y'all both agreed that y'all weren't gonna catch feelings and y'all was just gonna do the bumpty bump, of course, the bumpty bump is going to bring feelings. The bumpty bump always brings feelings. I don't care how you say what. Hey, this is what we're gonna do.
Bump.
So,
Yeah.
I think it needs to be reiterated and understood, and keep it being established, because you know the bumpty bump, humpty bump, whatever you want to call it, because I'm already in jail, is going to bring emotion, and somebody gonna get caught up, and it ain't
Right.
always the woman. So
Woman stuff you
I'm just saying, it
Don't
ain't
be-
always the woman.
But don't be. See, sometimes you can give women insinuations.
So let the guests
Or
chime in.
omission sometimes can give the wrong idea about where the relation is. So you omitted the fact that you want to be in a monogamous relationship with this person, and now they're feeling in that's what it is.
Oh, good night.
Being honest
But if
about
you sleep with them, you didn't give them the insinuation you want some.
No,
But we gonna let the
We're gonna let the
comment.
guests.
We're gonna let
Right.
the kids
We'll
comment.
let you go first.
Yeah. she finna say something.
Rayla,
Wait a
can
minute,
you
she's
hear
Can you
me?
hear me?
You,
You.
Rayla?
Oh, hey, how y'all doing? Good evening.
We're doing good, Rayla.
Go ahead. We're gonna let you chime in.
Welcome to Girls Chat.
What? Okay, now what y'all want me to add to? Because y'all talking about marriage. I don't know nothing about all that. Even though I've been married, but
How do you feel about how long should a person, wait, or should they immediately start showing wifely tendencies to a man? We'll say in this question.
Come on, ladies.
I've been in my relationship for 8 years.
Okay.
And so I don't think he read it, nor am I. You know, I've been married before, and he's been married before too. So y'all, my house quiet. And that's all I'm gonna say about it. My house is quiet. So
but Rayla, here's the question: are you showing wifey tendencies? Are you doing things you cook for this man?
I can't show nothing but that, because that's the way I was raised.
Exactly.
If I'm dating somebody, it's gonna be normal for me to come in and cook and watch the children if you got any kids or his grandchildren or whatever.
Right.
If you
Original
raised that
state.
way, I don't know how you can deviate from it.
Right.
That's right.
And I don't think it's no time limit on how long you need to date, because when I got married when I was 19, and he wasn't ready and I wasn't either. We hadn't even been in the streets yet. So if we probably would have met right now, we probably would have married each other and stayed married. But we were too young. We got married too young, and the streets kept calling me. I know somebody was calling. I don't know. I was like, somebody keep calling me.
What'd you say, Rayla?
I kept hearing something. I said, I know the streets ain't coming to pick me up. They brought a car.
The streets will call you.
The streets called me and come pick me up.
Okay, Tabitha, we're gonna get a little info from you.
Let me
I'm
let
for
me
the
take
street.
a sip.
Okay, go ahead, take a sip.
Thank you, Rayla. Thank you for checking in with
Yes, ma'am.
Girl Chat.
Take a sip, Miss Mississippi. Sip.
Okay.
Well, I kind of agree with her on the natural state of a woman, because our natural state as any woman is to nurture. So it's you can't deviate from being or acting as a wife. Because in so many words, we were created to be wives. You know, we were created to be wives. There's no other excuse why we do the things that we do. So I just feel like now me, when I was younger, I had a limit. It wasn't a limit on marriage, but it was a limit on a relationship as far as if you don't know what you want or you don't know what we doing in 5 years, then we could go on. It's time for everybody to separate. Because if you don't know how we want to move forward or if we're going to move forward or marriage or whatever, that's it. I've given you 5 years. And even me, if I haven't made the step in 5 years, I'm playing too. You know, like we play games too. We have played games too, to where we think we're ready, but we really not ready because the streets are calling. The streets are calling.
How them
And,
streets call you?
and yes, because I feel like if you can experience the streets is temptation.
Okay.
Okay. And if you don't have temptation around you, it's easy to be a good girl. You know, it's easy.
Come on now.
It's easy to be a good guy when you're not dealing with the temptation.
Right there.
But when you can expose yourself around the temptation and stand firm and strong and fight against it, then that show maturity and that show this shit here ain't for me. The streets ain't for me.
That's all right.
You know, so you know, I used to have a limit on just stepping up. Just stepping up, not marriage, but it should be a limit on stepping up. Okay, now we've been dealing with each other this long. We've been getting to know each other this long. Okay, now where are we going with this?
That
You know, and you know, to each his own, based on the person that you're dealing with. You know, to each his own.
We agree.
But
I agree with that.
I must say that I've been dealing with my husband over 20 something years. I've been married 12 years and we've been separated on occasion. And I've tested the street and he's tested the street during that separation. But even in the midst of that, it shows you that
ain't nothing in the streets.
Ain't nothing in the street.
Wait, let's right here. What she saying?
You ain't nothing in the street. Just work on.
Yeah, but it feels
have
good though, girl.
and pray, right? The grass not greener on the other side.
What
The
you say,
grass
right?
greener wherever I wet it up at. Wherever I wet it up at.
The streets is still good.
Yeah.
At 53, the street's still good. Sometimes you got to go outside.
You do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm looking for the monkey boys. I'm going to the park. I'm going where the monkey boys at.
You going to the park?
I'm going to the park.
What you say?
You know,
monkey boy swing?
I'm going to swing over here.
But if I was divorced, I feel like I'd be on her level.
Okay, got
it.
Right.
So if
I was divorced, yeah.
Now, if I was married, I probably wouldn't say nothing about the streets. Wait a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
I lied. That was a lie. Hold on.
I'm
gonna take that back.
I'm so bold in mine. Like I can tell the whole story about the streets. He can too. But guess what? We both realize them streets ain't nothing.
Okay, hold on 1 second, ladies. Okay, Nikki, get that.
Andrea says we both have been married twice and now have been dating for 7 years. We both do married duties for each other. I mean, I get down with that.
I can't.
I can get down with that.
I can't.
Because I mean,
I can't.
Why? If they
because I'm not gonna play house with you for no 7 years. I'm not gonna play house with you for no 7 years.
No.
But they've been married twice.
Okay.
No.
No more.
Then, but I'm not gonna play house.
Me neither. I believe even before I got married, you have your own place. I have my own place. No, I don't believe in playing house. I don't
I'm
believe in
playing
playing
house.
house unless we're actually
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
wait a minute.
unless we're actually in the house.
Okay, hold on 1 second. So Rayla, we're gonna start with you. You say you'll play house.
Yeah, I like
Okay,
playing house
tell me why you like playing house, and then we're gonna go with Tabitha because she's not gonna
because
play.
it's there's no string. They ain't no, you know, what they can expect out of you. They can't really expect out of you. You know what I'm saying? So my life has been a roller coaster. I've been out here. I've been out in these streets for a minute, but you know, it takes you know, a different kind of man to come in and corral you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because my personality is huge, and I'm really, to be honest, this is probably about the softest that in these past years that I've ever been in my life, because where I worked at, you know what I'm saying? So it makes you
Girl.
hard. So
Cheers to that in common.
yeah,
Sausage.
it's like you know, I'd like men sometimes take my I guess my personality and my words, because when I say something, I mean what I say. That's just bottom line. I can play all day long, but if he doing any kind of horse playing, it's gonna be a foul on the play, and I'm gonna have to call that out. Now he ain't gonna be able to call me out, but I'm gonna call him out. So that's why I didn't had a lot of problems in relationships. Is that I don't know just to be the woman. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be the man too. I'm telling him what to do, where he ain't going, and you know, everybody's not gonna be the same, because everybody is not the same. You know, so what works for me ain't gonna work for Shay. You know what I'm saying? You know, so it's different, and then you have to understand the type of men that are out here now. Let me rephrase that: the type of boys that are out here in the street. I'm from the country. I'm from Huntsville, so everybody was raised to get jobs. But when I moved down here in 2009, it was an epidemic. The way that the men, they ain't got nothing. I ain't never seen a group of men. They don't have nothing, so they want to come and stay with you. I didn't understand that,
Girl, you
because my grandfather said, "You don't work, you don't eat."
Girl, you better come on the south side, girl, with them niggas. You better, with them ninjas.
Hey, that's why I moved right here to the north.
That's how with them ninjas working, baby.
I ain't coming on this south over there, because I'm gonna be in a world of trouble. I'm gonna stay over here on this north. I'm gonna stay over here on this north and drive to the south. I can't live over there. But that's why I try to tell people everybody's life is different. Everybody look at situations. Like some people say, "Oh, now 5 years too long to wait for a man." But you don't want him to prematurely ask you to marry you.
Right.
He marry you, and then he for the streets, he for the next door neighbor, he over here. So what you done is you done invited trouble into your life. Right. Because most of the time women, I seen a girl the other day on Facebook. She got on one knee and asked the man to marry. I clicked off the video. I said,
what kind of foolishness is that?
That's the young.
I think what kind of?
What's foolishness?
I've never. If that's what it takes to get a man,
I don't need
minus the one I got right now, I won't have one.
Right.
That's not what a woman. That's not what a woman is supposed to do.
No.
You don't ask no man to marry you.
No.
But y'all see it all over Facebook.
Yeah, that's true.
She getting down on one knee.
The words say a man that finds a wife.
Come on. It
a
ain't
man
the woman
that finds a wife finds a good thing. Don't say nothing about us looking for no
That's why people always get it mixed up, sis, because they prematurely marry these men. That's why the divorce rate be up. You don't know nothing about this man. Sometimes you can go and be in a relationship 5 years, and this man don't know nothing about you.
Absolutely.
Nothing. That's why I tell people all the time, it's easy to lay down.
Come on.
But when you stand up, what are y'all gonna do
now?
then?
Okay.
In the bedroom, y'all can break ceiling fans and all that kind of stuff. But once you get out that bed, tell me what is going to help sustain y'all relationship.
Is that I need you to be loyal behind my back.
Hold on, lady.
Hold on,
I need you to be able to, even when temptation take over you and you might be in that moment and it might be able to take over you, I need you to be able to hear my voice. I need you to be able to hear my voice. You
So,
need to
I
have
a
something
question.
to be able to remind you that
Hold on,
I
Tabitha.
got to do this.
Hold on, Tabitha. So one of our guests asked, what is wrong
With the
with the
woman
woman asking?
If you got to ask that question, something wrong.
Baby, who asked that question?
smoke.
Smoke, go sit down somewhere. Smoke, ain't nobody say Smoke. You for some mess. Sit down somewhere. You know that ain't right.
Come on.
If you 45 and up, you know why a woman ain't supposed to ask no man to marry.
Come
Smoke
on
no.
now.
This is
Smoke
what this
no.
show is all about. This show is all about for us to have these conversations that me, Nikki, Shay, we have with our girls, we have with our sisters and our friends. This show is about for us to incorporate. We don't know it all. Like me, Nikki, and Shay, we don't know it all. We may think that we do, because I think I know every damn thing.
Well, Shay gonna
But
tell
I
her
don't.
daughters, you
So
better
we
not
want
dare.
to invite people like
They're
Rayla
not there
and
getting your
Tabitha
knee.
and different people into the chat room.
I'll
Because
slap
this
that
is
ring
where
out
we
your
learn
hand.
from. This is like a co-op program,
Yes.
right? So we want to learn
Right.
from and see the
Right.
opinions of different people, because we don't know it all.
Right.
I love it.
Different backgrounds,
I
different
love it.
graphics, different everything.
This my sis.
That's how we are able to grow.
I know that's
Right.
right.
My
Mimi.
sis
Mimi.
said, I wish I
We
would
not-
ask a man for his hand.
I don't
Like,
know
come
what
on, sis.
desperate. I mean, to me, that's I ain't doing that. I ain't
Right.
never.
That
asked
means
for a
I
man.
feel like when you doing that,
So
you're
Smoke
trying
said,
to speed up the relationship.
You trying to
If
force
that man
it.
ain't
You're trying
asked
to
you-
force him to marry you.
Yeah, don't make that man force you, because guess what? Your feelings is gonna be hurt.
Yeah.
That marriage is not gonna last.
No.
So said, where is the law that says
said
a woman should
shouldn't
ask? Shouldn't ask.
It's just one of them laws that you know that you were
It's-
raised on.
It's embedded.
It,
It's up under one of those laws when the time and the laws were created that said, I think in the Stone days, I think that was kind of like when they say a man is to provide and protect, you know.
But since you got to understand, these men, that's why
I can't provide and protect for a man. I wasn't even designed like that. I didn't make that.
No, we ain't designed for that.
But that's the thing, y'all. The roles have reversed and they switched up. So
Right.
where women weren't working before,
Right.
we're working
Right.
harder than the man. Hell, we out there with sledgehammers doing
What?
all the jobs.
What? Don't, oh Lord, we'll talk about that topic another time. I want to talk about the women driving the 18-wheelers.
I mean, but that's what we're doing now.
Because
They
we
going
have
out
to
there to
do
get
it.
that money.
Because we have to do it.
But
We
Because
have
guess
to
what?
do it.
The men are not providers.
They're not providing.
we gotta talk.
Men are not providers.
They're not
Our
providing.
grandfathers and some of our dads will never see them type of men
No.
again in life.
No.
My ninja is.
yeah.
My ninja.
But you know what?
And
A lot-
my ninja is.
Mine too. But here's
That's
my-
why I tell the men that they're like glass house men. You know what I'm saying? They everything they so fragile. You can't you can't talk to them in it.
They
And they-
sensitive.
and they-
They sensitive.
And it's just, and you can't tell your mama to get out of our business and
Okay, right
and
there.
you can't tell this is what this I have a problem with.
Way past the time.
Hey,
I can tell them.
Hey, some of that for our neck.
I have a problem with the women of today is because the women feel like it's something wrong with being alone.
Yeah.
Like you know, like
we talking about
like you can't a woman can't sustain by herself. You don't have to
Right.
have no man.
Right. No, you
sustain.
don't. You don't need nothing but God, baby. The Holy Spirit.
That's
You can
it.
do anything.
Let me tell y'all something. It's very wonderful when you got one that does provide.
That's right.
And
It is
you
a
don't
beautiful
mind
thing.
doing it. It's a beautiful thing.
let me pull up to
It's a beautiful thing.
Now, you better get you one if you ain't
Oh
got
yeah.
Because
I
ain't
want one.
as now,
Look, even though I don't need one, I want one.
you gonna get
Come
it.
on now.
It's coming.
Nikki,
I
you
know
need a
it's coming.
refill?
I'm good because I'm any more wine in this glass. I'm gonna be really locked up on Facebook forever.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I know the shit. This it's supposed to be sip and I can't sip. I drink, so I can't. I can't do it. I can't sip on here. But I tell you what, I do. These men, I just got through telling my homeboy. I was just telling him how these just. I was on the phone day before yesterday. Let me tell y'all this. I was on the.
She can't get it
We
out.
can't. We're gonna save that.
Oh, girl, cause y'all gonna have to come, baby.
We got
Listen,
some
if I
stuff to talk about.
That's
baby,
all.
I got something for us to talk about.
Next topic. Yep, this is what we want y'all to do. And we appreciate everybody for coming in, chiming in, weighing in, especially the guys, because we want more of the guys to come in and pop in on these topics because we're not biased because we're women. But we should have started this off by saying we're still praying for the Houston communities based on the past inclement weather that we've had.
Right.
We know that people are rebuilding. Things were damaged. You know, thank God, you know, we didn't have a substantial amount of loss of life, but one loss of life is too many.
Right.
However,
Right.
we're still praying in our community, and we want to make sure that everybody pull together and find the resources to help. And if you don't have power, there are some places that are still offering assistance. If you don't have food, places that are offering assistance. So I just wanted to get that off my chest so that our Houston community knows that we are still praying for them. And Sip and Chat, we support on whatever we can do. So back to the program.
Hold on, one more thing.
Yes, if anybody here is online that has a family member or a friend, my friend works at the food stamp place, the Health and Human Services, and they are giving up to twice your food stamps if you lost your food in your freezer and your ice box. And I think whatever you get is a third of that or whatever, but it's the full amount plus a half.
Right.
Which anything is better than nothing, but you have to fill out a form. I think she was saying you have to fill out a form, and then you can get your food. You can get your food replaced. And also the blue. What's them folks? United Way. United Way. Is also giving vouchers to people that don't have lights, like want a hot meal. That they're giving like the $25 voucher things. So if you call them, they'll give you that. And I think Denny's participating in it, and some other spots.
That's good.
Yeah, she was telling me I was trying to remember all the resources that she was saying, but she was just saying so many I couldn't get it. But it's help out here. Call 211 and they'll help you.
One thing about it, what I know is that in Houston, Texas, we stand together. When something happens, we're out there on the front line. Pull it together, baby. Nobody is gonna be out here want for anything. We come out, we show up and we show out. We ain't just about to talk about it.
Right.
All right.
Right.
So
right.
Yeah.
Y'all get out here and call 211 and get y'all some help.
Right.
Yeah.
So for those of you who do follow the Ty Radio Show, there is a flyer that I put up for slide over here. There is a flyer that I put up for Miss Amanda Jones. I thank you guys for sharing it. But I was informed by her grandson that Miss Amanda Jones passed away. So she was the older lady that walked out of her garage. She had dementia, Alzheimer's, and she has passed away. So I did want to put that out there. So to Derek Jones, who's one of my friends,
for their family.
We send our condolences for his grandmother. So Miss Amanda Jones did pass away. And Derek, I'm saying to you, if you need the tower to come out and just show some love to you, we can be there. Most definitely.
Most definitely.
Right.
All right. Well, ladies, we enjoyed you ladies tonight. We're down to our 1 minute. We try to keep it an hour. We can go all night with some of these topics. So we're only here on Wednesday tonight because Tabitha, we'll have you all in Houston on Friday. So we put it out So we'll have the ladies in town this weekend. So I mean, tonight was a success. How do you ladies enjoy? I mean, Rayla and Chapter, let us get some input. On what do y'all think about it so far?
And Nico had
Nico.
Yes, Nico.
Yes, Nico. My girl.
Well, so far, I think it's real good, and having a man's perspective is
Yes.
a wonderful thing, because most men would see this and get right on back off. So, Mr. Smoke, it ain't even my show, but thank you for coming through, because a lot of men, you know, a lot of men don't like to talk about anything.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They just bottle it all up and stuff like that. And him asking questions or whatever,
Right.
that means he's trying to get in tune. So
Yes. Yes.
Smoke all right with me.
Smoke is my cousin, so I grew up with Smoke.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Okay.
With Smoke. Well, Smoke my cousin too, Shay.
All right, cousin Smoke.
Already,
He
right?
my cousin too. Hey,
There you
cousin
go.
Smoke.
There you go.
But yes,
Yes.
as we continue to go on, we're gonna grow and we're gonna continue the good topics. And like we said, we're gonna keep it real. You know, our life experiences. So
I
yes,
love the energy.
definitely.
I love the energy. I love the platform. I love it.
So until next Thursday, well, not even next Thursday.
What's
I
going
mean,
on next Thursday?
Well, that's our next advertising.
We'll be on.
Right?
We'll
So
be on
until
right
next Thursday, we want you to stay sipping until the next chat.
Yeah,
Good night.
Good
Good
night.
Good night.